All right, y'all, man. It's your boy Humble Lee 2 times for me. Back in the video, man. For me, follow the Instagram at Humble Lee 2 times. Now, look, just today's time, I'm talking about you have to do something that you've never done to get something that you've never had. Now, look, for today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving you a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving a huge shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock with me, show me love and support. You feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more. Love always deeply. I'm also sending good positive energy, good positive protection, good positive feeling, and good positive energy towards everyone always deeply. Now, let's go ahead and get more deeper to the video. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli2times. Now, let's go ahead and get more deeper into the video. You have to do something that you've never done to get something that you've never had. Now, what do I mean by this, bro? Sometimes in life, bro, you have to do things that you don't want to do to get to the things that you actually want to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give an example, bro. A lot of us work a job that we don't actually want to work, right? But we do it because, you know, you might want some extra money coming in, or, you know, you might, be saving up for a car or whatever the case may be, right? So, you know, sometimes, bro, you got to do things that you don't want to do to get to where you're actually trying. What I'm saying is that sometimes, bro, you got to do things that you don't want to do to get to the things that you actually do want to do and the things that you actually do want to enjoy and have fun and be successful in, etc. So, you know, it's just important to really just embrace change, and that goes for myself as well. I'm talking to myself as well when I say that, because embracing change is a real thing, you know, and a lot of times we don't want to embrace change, but it's imperative and it's important to embrace change because change is that's where you grow. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the main reasons how we grow is through change. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you for an example, if you're trying to get better at dancing, but you only doing the same dance move over and over, then you might only get better with that dance move. How you gonna get better with other dance moves if you're only doing one dance move? Like sometimes, bro, you gotta change in order to continue to grow in certain things, you know, and sometimes you really do gotta do something that you've never done to get something that you've never had. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I've said, bro, you gotta really just, sometimes you gotta sacrifice things. And I mean that in good, positive ways, you know, and I know it might not be something that you want to really truly do. You might find it boring. You might find it just like something that you don't want to do. But when you feel that way, bro, just remind yourself, and it goes for myself as well. Like this goes for myself as well. Like, bro, remind yourself of why you're doing it. You got free will. You got to do it, but you're doing it, right? You're doing it because your higher self, you know, deep down inside, this is helping me get to what I truly want to do. It may not feel like it. It may not seem like it, bro, but this is helping me get to what I truly want to do and what I truly want to, grow in, etc. So, just remind yourself if need be, and, just like, I don't want to do this, but it's going to help me get to what I want to get to, right? If I just stop doing it now, I might be slowing down my process to get into what I'm actually trying to get to, right? So, sometimes you just got to, just go ahead and just do it. Even if you don't feel like doing it. And, another thing to remind yourself is that you're not going to be doing it forever, bro. You're only going to be doing it forever if you keep telling yourself that, etc. So, you're not going to be doing it forever, bro. It's just temporary, bro. It's just for the right now, bro. You ain't going to be doing it 10 years from now, 5 years from now, you know what I'm saying, 2 a year from now, like, nah, so just, maybe so, and just, Another thing is, too, right, is that when it comes to why is it so important to do new things? Why? Because when you're doing new things, you're doing new experiences. When you're doing new experiences, your energy naturally changes because you're doing something new. You're doing something that you haven't done before, right? So when you're doing something that you haven't done before, you get a new experience with it, right? So since you're getting a new experience with it, right, you get a new feel for it. You get a new vibration for it, right? And because of that, you can learn things. And because of just trying one thing new, now you might want to try this. Now you might want to try this and this and that, etc. So just by you trying one thing, it can open up a lot of beautiful doors for other things that you might want to try as well, etc. yeah, that, you know, that may help you out in life and with certain things that you may be trying to, that you are going to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to sit here and say that you're trying. Yes, we are trying, but we are also going to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish. We've already accomplished it. You know what I'm saying? Ashe. Or I'm not going to say Ashe for y'all because I don't want to, like, I take that back, but I'm going to say Ashe for myself. And I mean that with no disrespect. Deeply, and and that's real. Sometimes, bro, you really gotta do something that you never did to get something that you never had. And it's a part of the journey. It's a part of the journey. It ain't forever. It's just temporary. It's just a part of the journey. And it's better to accept things and try to like act like you don't know what's going on, but deep down inside, you know what's going on. So it's just it's imperative to accept things, right? Let things flow, let things go, let things breathe, let it be how it wants to be, right? Because no matter what you try to do, it's still gonna be what it wants to be. So just let things be how they want to be, and just continue your life, and even if you don't want to do certain things, you still don't have to do it, because like I said, we all have free will. But it's just like, life is life, and life isn't always gonna go how we want it to go, right? Life isn't always gonna get planned out of what we want it to get planned, right? And but that's a part of life, and life is life is a circle, life is a spiral, and sometimes you really do got to do something that you've never done to get something that you've never had. And yeah, bro, for real. And another thing is just like, just continue to keep staying grounded, continue to keep staying rooted, just continue to keep doing what you know is necessary, and I mean that in good, positive ways. Continue to keep healing, continue to keep working on yourself, continue to just keep aspiring, and just some things in life you might not get, or really may not have the best understanding with it as you may want to, but life is vibration. Life is a lot of different things. Life is colors, it's energy, etc. So sometimes you really do got to do something different to get what you want, and that's a part of life. That's really a part of life. And another thing is too, right? Like I said, stay grounded, stay rooted, cleanse, focus, right? Get off social media, right? And just really be in this world, this reality, right? A lot of times we get on social media and we enter that world, and then we try to control that world, but the only world we can control, the only universe we can control is our own universe, our own world, which is ourself, and whatever happened in the past, it happened. It happened, it was meant to happen. You did what you did. Learn from it, don't beat yourself up about it. Learn from it, continue to keep growing, right? If you fall down 8, get up 9, just continue to keep going. I know that may be hard to do sometimes. I know you may not feel like doing it sometimes, etc. You might not always feel motivated or inspired, but what I will say is that true hard work pays off when you're doing it for something that you truly love to do. It's gonna pay off. All right, and you know, a lot of people don't think that karma is real, and I get why people say that. I do, but karma is very real, and karma does exist. Right, you are your own karma. Right, that's very true. You know, life is a reflection. Life is a mirror, and what you give out gives back to you every time. You know, every time. And we're all connected. Even if you don't feel connected, we're all connected, right? Some connections just will never break because that's just how strong the connection is, etc. And you know, don't let this matrix make you feel like you're lost or you're losing. You're not lost. You're not losing anything. You're exactly where you're supposed to be at, you know. And continue to keep being positive, you know. Continue to keep being yourself. Continue to keep flowing with life, man. You know. And try not to take things for granted, you know, because things aren't always going to be there around you, vice versa. So, you know, try not to take things for granted, you know, for real. And that's very real. You never know when somebody might transcend or might move away, etc. You just sometimes just don't know, you know, and that's real, you know. But like I said earlier in the video, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli 2 times. I'm gonna say it one more time. If you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli 2 times. And I'll catch y'all females on the next one, man. Peace.